I think growth is the odds are in your favor, and I feel like I'm going to regret saying that.
May the odds ever be in your favor.
Any +1 to any stat,
8.
which is pretty sweet.
Wait, you
You're
rolled
open.
an... Oh, you went learning?
I
Ollie?
went growth
Oh, you went 1d6. Why does it look like a d8 on my screen?
because you're dumb.
My screen was literally showing a d8. That was weird.
No,
All right, so you got a 1.
get a +1 to any stat, which is a. I don't think any of these are going to tip me over. But let me just take a glance. Yeah, none of them are going to tip me over.
Yes, wisdom will bring you up to a +1.
Oh yeah, which is totally worth it.
Don't forget, too, that increasing your attributes, it costs 1 skill point to increase the first ever attribute ever. It costs 2 skill points to increase the second ever attribute ever, and so on. So
How
the
much do you
idea...
increase it by?
1 point. So you got that, so your wisdom went
I
to a
could
14.
go to charisma 2 then.
Charisma
Or no, I'd go on the border of charisma 2.
Yeah, so what you would have done is
that's
instead of increasing wisdom, you'd increase your charisma by 1, and then at level 2, you would only have spent your skill points on charisma to get it all the way up to an 18 for a +2.
Yeah.
Which isn't worth it.
Not what I'm doing, but that's why.
No.
Yeah, that's an option. I'll probably just get wisdom 1 then because that seems useful. Although I am going chaos. I am going constitution for my biotic power.
Cool.
So I think you have to choose whether you're constitution or wisdom. You can't just keep flip-flopping.
Yeah.
So it's definitely going constitution.
No.
That's still
I
good.
think you can flip-flop. Absolutely
dumb.
can flip-flop. Yeah, because when you torch...
I guess it's the mind or the body, but
Yeah,
still.
yeah. Well, no, because when you torch,
because
either one of them
torching
can get
wouldn't make any
penalized.
sense, would it?
Yep. Because both of them can get penalized from torching.
Which is,
Either one.
Yeah, I should probably write down torching's rules somewhere. Not that I'm probably going to ever use it.
You say that.
I was going to say I wouldn't use it because I don't have any offensive powers, but torching to use barrier in like a moment of need, I'd probably do. So that means I have 1 skill point left. And then I'll be done.
Makes me wonder if I made the engineer background or not.
I mean, assumedly you just could take it from the straight engineer background in this book.
Probably.
That one doesn't need much difference.
Yeah,
because I would like crafts. That is something I would like to do.
Crafts?
Yes.
That's electronics, because craft isn't a skill that exists in... Because fix is a skill that exists in that game, but it's called electronics in this game. Same thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's literally the same thing. You fix stuff with electronics.
Yeah.
So you would want whatever it is that gives you electronics, which is probably that skill, and it's bothering the crap out of me that it's not there. So I'm going to look over here and just find... Do you know what page that is in the PDF?
No idea what I'm doing.
I don't know what I'm doing either. It's cool.
Well, that's for another.
I could help
Well,
you.
I say, do you have a question? And Rick speaks up. So, what page is it on the PDF? The background.
I don't know enough to have questions.
What page is it on the PDF?
The background.
Yes.
I'm trying to find it right now and I can't.
It's going to be.
Technician.
Hey, I found it. Page. Hold on, I gotta go one more. Or more than one more. Here we go. Oh, is it technician? Is that what it's called, Aaron? Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah.
In which case, then I went past
Probably.
Yeah, because I was looking at E's and it wasn't there.
Yeah. Okay, there you go. So yeah, technician probably, because I actually technically made modifications to those other ones, but this is fine. Because yeah, this is probably fine. Because let me just look up something else really quickly. Character creation, pointy bastard, backgrounds, medic. Yeah, okay, this is good. So yeah, work off of technician, it's the same thing. Some of the words are different though, just because it makes the more Mass Effect feel to the game.
Yeah.
So
I
yeah.
like this.
So do you want the quick grab? In which case you just automatically get fix, exert, and notice, or do you want to take fix and roll for 3 more things instead of 2 more?
I wouldn't mind rolling.
Okay, so you have to choose. You automatically have to take 1 growth and 1 learning, and then the third one you get to choose. So that being said,
Growth, learning, what?
what
You
you're
lost
gonna do?
me.
Look at that. Look at the.
Are you looking at the
section
PDF?
of the
I'm looking at
background.
it.
Okay,
Yeah,
you have to
growth.
roll 1d6 for growth.
Okay. Oh,
Well-
growth. Got it. Okay.
Yep. Go ahead.
Okay, so the way that works basically is if you don't go for the quick skills, you roll 1 growth, you roll 1 learning, and then you can pick 1 more.
One or the other.
Exactly.
So I
Aaron, you
went
rolled a
2 growth,
5.
1 learning.
So funny. Aaron also got connect.
Jesus Christ.
Everybody gets connected.
That's why we're going to be a small crew with a lot of contacts.
And
Are
that's
we
gonna
going to
help.
be shady people?
That might really work out. So, who knows?
I think we're going to be super shady.
You guys are gonna have to ask for lots of. Can I make a connect roll on this one? Yes, you can.
And
All right.
I did
roll a
last
D8?
game, I was
Roll
doing a
D8,
lot of
yes, ma'am.
connections.
A 2 is oh,
connect.
oh god. Okay, and Aaron, you have to choose D8 or D6.
I'll choose the D8.
This happens to you in Stars Without Number. when I played
And
on-
connect.
that
Wow.
can't work. That can't work because you can't have higher than a 1.
Okay.
So that automatically is a
reroll?
reroll. Yep.
Okay.
That's nice.
There we go.
And a 5, which is fixed, which is electronics, and you already had a 0, so you actually have an automatic 1 in electronics, which is the highest you can be at level 2. And on top of that, you get a +1 to most electronics checks because of the fact that you are a Quarian. So
Cool.
that actually works out for you. All right, nice.
I mean, does this mean I could be a Krogan courtesan?
Frank, now when we were talking before, I asked like, oh, I'll walk you guys through the process. And Frank's, I was like, how well do you know Stars Without Number? And you said,
I know the old Stars Without Number very well.
oh,
This is different.
Yeah. It's not only is it
This is
second
the
edition.
Stars Without Number 2.
Yeah, exactly. It's second edition,
Which is-
and it's my modifications to it. Cool. So where are you?
Okay, so yes, that's where I am. Okay, so I already have the background as infantry and then class soldier. I don't know where to go from there. I think I get 3 skills for being level 1, and that's
so
about it.
let's go to infantry first, and then we'll go to soldier. Okay.
All right.
So for infantry, you can either take +1 to any combat skill of your choice, exert, and armor. Just you automatically get them, or you can do the rolling like they were.
I like the rolling. 'cause
And there's
everyone-
no chance of contact for you, which is nice. It's nice.
Yay!
So if that's
Now-
if you want to roll, you have to roll 1d6, you have to roll 1d8, and then you get to choose a d6 or a d8.
Is infantry in the PDF or just on Obsidian Portal?
It's on the Obsidian portal. It is a modified version of something else that was in the
Okay.
PDF.
Oh, I assume that was soldier then. So I'm thinking I'm just gonna roll because I like to roll.
Sure. So 1d6 and 1d8, and then we'll worry about the rest afterwards.
Yeah. It's 3, so
Okay.
3 is what? +2 physical?
I'm looking right now. Sorry. 3 is +2 physical, which is fucking insane. We'll get to that in a second. Now roll me a
Yeah.
d8.
And a D8 is going to be, it's bouncing all over the place. 6. So that's
And-
going to be perception.
Which is also useful for a Krogan. Okay, so let's actually look at your character sheet before you roll the last one and apply these modifiers. So as a Krogan, you have 2 points to spend on physical. They can be the same one, or they can be different ones. Why do I bring this up? Because your strength is a 15, and your con is a 14. Sorry, it's a 10. So if you wanted to, you could spend both your points in strength, bring it to a 17, and then spend a measly 1 skill point. We'll get to skill points in a second to bring that up to an 18, and you'll have a +2 weight. You're a Krogan, a +3 strength. That's insane for anything strength related, because if you already have exert or unarmed or whatever, you will be able to beat the shit out of stuff. Now let's go back to con, because dex we don't care so much about. Let's go to con. If you put both those points into constitution, then you spent 3 skill points. 1, so your con's now a 12. 1 to make it a 13, and then 2 more to make it a 14. You would then get a +1 con, which has other benefits, going from a 0 to a 1. It's certainly cheaper to go the strength route, and it certainly makes you bigger, but the con makes you meatier. What's your thoughts on this?
Well, as a soldier, I already get +2 strength per level, and as a, or not strength, +2 HP. And as a Krogan, I also get +2 HP per level. So, do I really need that con?
It's up to you.
Do I just need more strength?
Up to you.
You know,
You could
Ollie's
beef
over
up
there
the
just shaking
dexterity.
his head like,
I love this because it's going to be it's going to be like a Krogan strength, like headbutting people, and then like an Asari sorting people like side by side.
That's pretty
I'm hyped
badass.
for it. And I also just took stealth too, so I can like be with the infiltrator, like stealth. I'm going to do a little bit of everything, and it's going to be great.
Cool. Awesome.
And I'm going to have sex with people and learn their thoughts.
Okay. Also interesting, but you know.
Don't try and say that's
Like-
not what the whole melding skill tree is, Scott, because that's what it
exactly
is.
what melding is.
That is
That's why
literally
Scott put it in.
because Asari, there is nobody knows if Asari have sex. They
Yeah.
meld. Melding is sex.
It's a very personal.
No matter how much Asari porn you've Googled before,
It's all
it is
wrong.
unknown whether or not Asari are capable of having sex.
No, they're, octopus people. They're,
Yeah, they're like
Yeah.
weird squid girls.
Yep.
yeah.
Like it's basically Splatoon.
Yep.
Same
hentai,
thing.
yo.
All right, so
So-
Frank,
I think I'm going to go with strength on this.
so
Bring that up to 17.
bring it up to a 17, and we'll worry about the other part in a moment. Now let's go
Which
back
means-
to infantry, and you have to choose a D6 or a D8. D6, you could theoretically beef up your stats even more. D8 is definitely going to be a skill. You just don't know which one.
I mean, okay, so skill-wise, I'm pretty good on. I have 0 assault, 0 armor,
Eric's trying to tell me
0
Rule
perception.
34. Sorry, Eric. Sorry.
and
Sorry, I'm more about the
0 in
lore than your
pistol.
stupid internet rules.
Rule Lordy 4.
Haha.
Yeah.
Rule 63.
All right, roll it for me, Frank.
So, okay, so if I roll a d6, I can possibly get another +2, or I just get another skill.
Yeah, I love that there's no options for mental. It's just +1 of your choice, which theoretically could be, hey, there's your other point of strength.
That's exactly what I'm going for.
Okay,
If I can find the sheet, there it is.
D6 is what you want.
It's going to be a 5.
Exert.
Exert.
Hey, not bad.
I don't know what that is.
It is old school, or at least second edition, called it Exert as well. It's the ability to exert, like push yourself on,
Okay.
run faster, climb higher, da 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 da.
I was really hoping for another +2.
Okay, and don't forget that you have armor, any combat 0. So let's actually look at your character sheet. So instantly your exert is going to go up to a 0 from wherever it was. So for -1, it's going to go up to a 0. You can click that up. And then you get to choose one weapon of your choice and bring that up to a 0 from a -2. So that's either
gosh.
Omniblade, unarmed, sniper rifle, shotgun, pistol, or assault rifle.
Nothing like a Krogan hammer, huh?
Mm-hmm.
For melee. So, yeah, are there melee weapons or?
Well, yes, is the Omni tool. The
Yeah,
Omniblade.
we have
Okay.
the Omni Blade.
So
There's
Omni
different
tool
Omni
That's
doesn't
what
classes.
cover
close combat has been replaced with in this. The close combat skill is the Omni Blade skill.
Yep, and then unarmed.
In that case, because I really want a Krogan hammer or a hammer, I'll just put it in Omniblade.
Oh, you actually, so you go to Omniblade, and that's for you to do for like an
Yeah,
actual
the
melee
little-
weapon, not like Krogan Smash.
I'm thinking.
Okay, cool. All
Yeah,
right, so bring that
so
up to a
that's a
0.
zero?
Yep.
Excellent.
Now let's go back to your class, and I hope everybody else is kind of following along if they need to listen to this for how they do their own.
Yeah, Aaron.
Under class, it says right there instantly, armor, assault rifle, and pistols are all made 0.
Yep.
Instantly make all those 0.
Already got those.
Okay, cool. And then we're going to go look down. It's going to say basic, light, and medium armors are you're instantly proficient in. So you can definitely wear medium armor. We're going to get to whether or not you can do heavy shortly. You gain a free level in a combat foci. We're going to come back to that one in a second. We're going to do health points. So the way health points work is you have to roll a d6, but then you get +2 for being a soldier, +2 for your Die Hard ability, which we'll get to. You have no con, right? Yeah, so just the +4.
No, I have 0 con.
Because you don't just get instantly maxed health. Oh, wait. Do you get that as a Die Hard or no?
I don't think so.
I
Let
don't
me
think so,
reread it.
yeah. No. That's a Batarian ability. Never mind. And then there's soldiers are lucky in combat. Once per fight as an instant ability, you can either choose to negate a successful attack roll against you or turn a missed attack roll into a successful hit, which I've seen that critical failures turning into hits before, which is funny. So that being said, on your character sheet, Frank, can you roll me a d6 for your health?
Straight up 1d6 is going to be 5.
Okay, 5 plus 4 is going to be your 9 health points, which is a lot. And then we're going to worry about leveling you up afterwards, okay? We're not caring about that right now. And then your attack bonus is going to be a +1. Your base chance, your base attack bonus is +1.
All right. That I think I knew.
Okay. All right, did we cover everything in here? Soldier's Luck, I don't know if you want to copy and paste that somewhere in your character sheet or not. And then we're going to go to Combat Foci. Do you know how to get there?
Yes, I'm actually already there.
Cool. Any one of those tickle your fanny just by looking at the names? Or did you want to instantly upgrade something like Die Hard to level 2 since you already have level 1?
Oh, I'm so curious. Well, I was looking through them. Not a lot of them are like good for Krogan.
What are you talking about?
Oh no! Oh, I'm just saying. It's like I looked at Gunslinger. It's like draw your weapon instantly.
Close combat.
Whatever.
Gain any combat skill as a bonus skill. You can use a pistol-sized weapon and ranged weapon in melee without suffering penalties for it. You ignore shock damage from melee assailants, even if you're unarmored at the time. Which you're not unarmored,
That's amazing.
but advanced weapons can cut through that, like Omni Blades.
Yeah.
So
I might get to close combat because I am definitely going to be in close combat.
you already have Ironhide, but technically, because that's part of your race, technically you can take Ironhide level 2. Your abilities are so effective that they render you immune to unarmed attacks or primitive melee weapons as if you wore powered armor. Like literally, somebody punches you and it will never hurt you no matter whatever. Somebody hits you with a hammer and it never hurts. I mean, an Omni Blade will, but it makes you immune to things like that. Which,
yeah, but like someone
theoretically,
attacks me
if you
with
got
a
slammed
dagger or
against,
something.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, if someone attacks me with a dagger, it has to be like a freaking super dagger or the
Space
Omni
tech.
dagger.
Correct.
Yeah, it has to be space tech.
Correct. Then there's unarmed combat. This is literally whatever your unarmed skill level is, which right now is not. You want it to be at least a level 0. It increases your damage based off of what your skill level is with unarmed, which you went with Omni instead of unarmed. But so it just makes you punch things harder.
Yeah, I think we're going to avoid unarmed combat because
Sure.
anybody that's playing Andromeda knows there's a awful scene of Krogan fighting each other, and they're just like, yeah. So I don't want that scene in my mind ever.
Okay.
It's an awful scene.
Let's go to Shocking Assault. Gain any combat skill as a bonus, meaning you bring it to a 1 or to a 0. The shock damage of your weapon treats all targets as if they have AC 10, assuming your weapon is capable of harming the target in the first place, which means that if you hit somebody with your weapon, and the weapon's like, yeah, but I can only do shock damage to somebody with an AC of like 13 or less, but they have an AC of 15, you treat it as though it's a 10, so your shock damage applies. So do you know what shock damage is, Frank?
Yeah.
Okay, Aaron, shock damage is in melee combat. If you miss with an attack, you probably are still going to hurt them.
Okay.
Melee
Like
combat's
splash damage.
scary. Exactly. Also, Aaron, depending on what kind of melee weapon you're using, it ignores shields,
Okay.
which is scary because shields are your second health bar, your primary health
Right.
bar, and it ignores that and says, no, fuck you, I'm hurting you.
I do have a question.
Shoot.
What does gaining a skill entail? Does that set it to 0? Is that like a +1?
Yeah,
What
it
does
sets it
that
to
mean?
0 first.
If it's
and then that can
-1
put
or
you in
-2, brings it to 0.
Okay.
And then doing it again brings it to 1, and 1 is the highest you can go to right now.
Okay. And are all like the base stats in my character sheet accurate? Like the -2s and -1s and
Yes.
whatever?
Yep.
Okay. Because I'm not sure where that number comes from.
I'm actually going
It's,
to check
it's,
that.
it's all
particular?
doing maths behind the scenes.
Erin, if you scroll up in the chat, in our actual chat over on Roll20, you'll see, and it says at the bottom of where you rolled your stats, that's all written right there for you.
Oh.
Yeah. So they all say -2. Which character is yours? Did I not assign this to you yet? Erin, I never assigned the character to you because you're still not in the
Been
Roll20.
doing it
yet.
in an NPC thing? I thought that was mine.
Oh, wow.
Asshole.
No,
I
it's
had to
because
restart all over.
remember at the beginning I said, "Oh, Erin doesn't have but that's okay. I'll just assign that one to you. That one's yours, and I will turn this other one into my NPC's one. That's easy. Save changes. Let's just turn the NPC one into. So those skills weren't originally all set. Those skills were different because I was using them. Because that was the NPCs. That I was rolling off of. Because I roll my stats.
All right.
I roll everything in the open for you. So give me 2 seconds. I'm going to fix this. Boop, boop,
Okay.
boop, 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 boop. Done. Oh, I probably should have duplicated this character sheet first. So you obviously grab sniper rifle. Shotgun is obviously not 2 for you. Perception. Did you take perception yet or no?
No.
Okay. Did you take armor yet or no?
Yes. it's
Based
part
off
of
your
my
class. Assault rifle. Did you take or no?
No.
Okay.
I don't think so.
Connect. Do you have Connect 1? Yes, you do, which is
Yes.
funny. Electronics 1 you do have.
Mhm.
Everything else looks accurate except for Omniblade is for some reason a -1. It should be -2.
Mhm.
Okay. Everything. Did you take pistols? I think it comes with your class.
I did. It does come with my class. Yep.
Okay. So I think you're good now moving forward.
Okay. Cool.
Thank you. Sorry about that. So let me look at your attributes. 1, 1, -1, 1, -1, 0. That's all correct. Yep.
Cool. Awesome.
Just a reminder, these character sheets, because they're not 100%, just because Roll20 makes it very difficult to do that. They're not 100% responsive. You have to have a certain width to make sure everything snaps into the correct place. So you want it to be a certain amount of wide. Do you have a question, Aaron, before I go back to Frank?
No, I think I'm actually pretty good.
Okay. Frank, the other one was Savage Fray, because we just talked about Shocking Assault. Savage Fray gained Omniblade as a bonus skill, so it instantly bring you from a 0 to a 1. All enemies adjacent to you at the end of your turn, who you have not attacked, suffer shock damage of your weapon if their armor class is not too high to be affected. So more or less, it requires a group of people, but if you're standing immediately adjacent to 2 or more people that you have not attacked at the end of your turn, you just instantly get to attack them. It's like free attacks.
Oh gosh, I'm stuck between that or Ironhide 2.
Both of those are amazing. Ironhide
Yeah.
2 is like... So for everybody else, Ironhide 2, going back to it, is once per
Yeah,
day.
basically. Oh, sorry.
Oh, no. Ironhide 2 is not what I thought it was. Immune to unarmed and primitive weapons. Yep.
Yeah, it's like someone comes at me with fucking that sword even. It just doesn't affect me. It has to be a fucking space weapon.
Has to be a spacey weapon. Yep. Has to be an Omniblade or something like that. Because we're not dealing with like vibroblades in this game. It's an Omniblade or it's nothing. That's pretty much what it comes down to.
Yeah, so I'm super tempted to take that.
Okay, well, it's up to you, buddy. It's a
Oh,
really
gosh.
good one.
You know, I'm gonna roll for it.
It could be a scene where somebody stabs you in the face and he's like, huh?
So on a 1, I'm gonna take Ironhide 2. On a 2, I'm gonna take the electric. So I got a 2. So electric it is.
Okay, there you go.
Shocking results here.
Haha. I was about to make that pun.
All right. Now let's go back to Frank's character creation. So you've chosen your background, you've chosen your class, which is soldier. Also, nope, because you're not human, you don't get 1 extra skill of choice. That's not a big deal. I'm gonna look up armor. At armor level 2, that's when you gain proficiency in the next suit of armor. And you can't get level 2 proficiency until... what level is it? I don't think I have it written in here. I think it's in the PDF, which I'll have to look up for you.
It's level 3, logically.
I thought it was level 3, yeah. So, yeah, it is level 3. So at level 3, Frank, is when you're able to... If you can get your armor proficiency to 2, you can...
Get heavy armor.
Heavy armor, exactly.
Okay.
Okay, and so we did background, we did class for you, we did skills, we did foci. And that covers level 1, I believe. You're done for level 1.
Right.
Now let's go to level 2. Instant level
All
2,
right.
you have 3 more skill points to spend, which I believe you wanted to spend one of them to make your strength a 18.
Yes.
So it was a 17, it's now an 18.
Because why would I not?
And then, yeah, you have the bonus 1 there. Here. There you go. I adjusted it for you.
Oh, sorry. We're doing 2 things.
So it goes 18, 1. So it goes 18, 1, and the other one takes care of itself. There
Yeah,
you go.
that's right.
Perfect. Perfect. All right, cool. So now you have an insane strength, and then I believe now you have 2 more skill points to spend. Let's go look something up really quickly.
I'm really tempted to put 1 into assault and the Omni Blade. You know, I'm a Krogan. I don't need that much non-combat-y things. Literally, my entire culture is based around having a good death in battle.
Mm-hmm. It is all about dying, and dying beautifully.
It is. It's their stupid culture of stupidity. So,
Skills.
yeah. Okay, so can I put 2 points into assault rifle?
Oh, skill point cost to get to level 1 to skill level 1 costs 2 skill points. It does not cost 1 skill point. It costs 2 skill points.
It costs 1 to go to 0.
And it costs 2 to
I
go
look-
to 1.
I was looking that up for like
I was
20
about
minutes.
to say.
Yeah.
It costs 2 to go to 1?
Yeah,
Costs
it
2
costs
to go
2
to
to go to
1.
1. Yep.
1 to go to 0.
Page
Okay.
59 of the
So
PDF.
that's...
And you can't get 2.
See, I was wondering about that because it's the same in the old version of Stars of That Number. I wasn't sure if they changed it.
Yeah,
was
it's just for
playing
me.
with Scott.
It's been a while since we did this. So,
Okay, let's see. Well,
what's up,
Back
Midori?
up
How
to
you
the-
doing? Always a pleasure
Midori.
having you around. Go ahead, Frank.
all right. Is Connect the same thing as it used to be, like the criminal connections?
It's not necessarily criminal, but yes.
Criminal. But yeah. My character for the last stream had all the connection stuff and was like liking everyone on Space Facebook.
Spacebook. Yep.
You know,
Yeah,
I'm
huge
okay with
network.
that.
He had
was
the
great.
Folky that did that.
What do
Uh,
we do for equipment, Scott? Or is that something to worry about later?
What's your? Well, let me work them through their shit, and you start like
Yeah.
kind of assemble what it is that you want. Okay. All right. Go
Oh,
ahead, Frank.
okay.
You know, I think I'm just gonna put 2 points into Omniblade.
To make it a 1.
Yeah, to make that a +1 there.
Okay. I wasn't sure if you wanted to put them into armor to get to 1, so when you leveled up, you can put 3 points to become level 2, which gives you heavy armor. But that's like a big. That's all defense. That means like literally.
You know, I'm probably not gonna survive that long.
Okay.
As it is, I will have heavy armor someday, but not today.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so that's my skill points for level 2.
Okay. The other thing you got at level 2, Frank, was your health points. You actually have to re-roll them,
Yeah.
and you roll 2d6.
Oh, so you fully re-roll your
Fully
health points.
re-roll. That stars that number. It's
You also get 4 from Die Hard and 4
4
from
from-
Soldier, I believe.
correct.
Yeah. So let's 6 and 5, 19 health.
Holy shit! Oh my god! And you have 20 shields? Oh my god! Oh god, this
You thought
sucks.
Carmine was hard to kill. Watch this.
Oh, I'm gonna be unleashing everything on this guy and going, why
Oh.
can't I hurt the 18 AC?
And this is where he dies in the
And
first...
I roll in the open,
the
so I
first
can't really
episode.
I can't really bullshit this stuff either. Okay.
You know, it's going to be something stupid. I'm going to
I'm gonna
walk
hit
into an
you
airlock
straight
and-
on with a rocket launcher.
Whatnot.
All right. And Frank, the other
Yes.
thing that you get at level 2 that it does not say here on here whatsoever,
An extra pair of quads.
why that'd be an octa. If you go back to the character creation page,
Yes.
at the very bottom where it says class abilities, you gain to choose one class ability that you have access to. So the problem is a lot of these require skill level 1 of somewhere.
Okay.
Not all of them, but a lot of them do. So you kind of have to look that over and see what you can do. If you're like, wait, fuck, there's nothing I can do. Let's talk about it and let me see if, because you may have just found a flaw in the game, right?
Those cost skill points, right?
Nope. They
Yeah, wasn't it
automatically
like 1 foci or 1 class ability?
at level 2. It's you get, well, what it is you gain a class ability, but you can choose a foci instead.
Oh, I didn't even remember that.
Oh, that's right.
All right.
That's
Sounds
right,
good.
Rick. Thank you, because that makes it so that that's why if you didn't meet the requirements, you could do the other one. All right, so let me round back over to Ollie because I'm making my way to Aaron. Sans equipment. Do you have any questions, Ollie?
No, I just didn't. I didn't remember that we got a foci for leveling up, so I'm going
For
to be
level
looking
2,
at that.
you re-rolled your health points at level 2.
I just rolled the first way.
At level 2,
because
cool.
I
Gotcha.
would get way more than I could ever.
Did you apply
Yeah,
the
so I
4
ended-
extra health points for being?
Yeah,
Okay.
I actually have 5 extra health points. But yeah.
Because your Constitution's a +1.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Rick, just swinging by you really quickly. Where are you?
I'm kind of at the point where I've gone through the background and applied those rolls and whatnot. I still have foci to go through. Like, you get 1 for level 1, right?
What's your class?
You don't get
Um,
foci because we're aliens.
Yep.
Ah, right. That's got me
Engineering.
confused.
You
We only get
gain,
1 for leveling up now.
You gain a free, in your class, it says you get a free level at a non-combative foci. Most common is specialist or hacker, is what it says.
Ah, okay.
But you don't have to do that, right?
Well, I mean, I was kind of considering going specialist, so that does neatly solve that issue, yeah.
Okay, and what were you thinking of putting it on? Like talk or
I was kind of torn between going decryption with it because decryption is really good in combat and outside of combat, and it really does fit the info broker thing. But I could also put it on talk and be like, yeah, I can talk my way out of anything now.
Okay, so the cool thing about if you go to talk, obviously it works there. Yay, blah blah blah. Now there's a difference between decryption, hacker, and skill focused decryption. Skill focused decryption is gains decryption is a bonus skill when attempting to hack a database or computerized system. Roll 3d6 and drop the lowest die. Whereas specialist is gain a non-combat, non-biotic skill. Roll 3d6 and drop the lowest die for all skill checks in this skill. It sounds like, wait, isn't specialist better? Well, yes, it is. But they build off of each other, right? So if you go to go specialist 2 and you had like that, but like 4d6, it's like, holy shit. I could get the other one and make it 5d6. Sure, why not? Or you could theoretically grab specialist, which gives you a skill and a 3d6, and then afterwards you can go hacker, which would give you the 4d6 only for those specific abilities that I mentioned, but you also gain a free level in decryption. You know what I mean? You see where I'm going with this?
Yeah. So probably better to go specialist talk then.
Or go specialist decryption and then later on go hacker. Because at level 3, if you were to grab hacker, that gives you a free level 2 in decryption, which is amazing. So
that is also true, yeah.
But either way, your talk is your focus. What's your stats? Where are you?
I had for background I rolled one connect.
You get a 16 charisma. So I mean, your modifier is already because of your Solarian, you have a modifier of 1 in both of those. So it's not bad. Like I only have
I only have a +1 in intelligence from being Solarian, not in charisma as well.
What was that?
I only get the +1 modifier to intelligence.
But your intelligence was a 0, so now it's a 1. Your charisma was a 1, so 1/1.
Yeah, true.
So it's you talk it out with yourself. Erin, I'm coming to you.
Scott. Okay. I think I'm good, actually.
I have a question.
We don't care about you yet, Ollie. We're finally getting to Erin after like an hour. Go ahead, Ollie. Be quick.
Poor Ollie. So grumpy.
Be quick.
Oh, did you say go ahead?
Yeah.
Foci we get at level 2. Is that able to become a biotic discipline or not? I thought not. But the wordings of disciplines and foci are sometimes blend together.
Huh? Oh, no. Discipline is different. Discipline's like an extension
I
of
thought
skill.
so. You only got them when you leveled up the skill.
Yeah.
I just wanted to check that.
Yeah.
I'm done.
Exactly. So did you grab a specialist ability?
I'm gonna get armsman, I think, so I'm better with a sword.
I believe, technically speaking, biotic training. I haven't finished rewriting this one yet.
That's why I didn't bother with it. I am already a biotic, so whatever. So I'm probably just gonna get.
But do you see what it does for you? Gain any biotic skill as a bonus. If this improves it to level 1, also choose a free level 1 technique of that discipline.
But I can't get another thing.
But you could save your skill points. When you went level 2, you spent 2 skill points to...
I mean, I guess.
You spent 2 skill points to get to there, right?
Meh.
So you could save those 2 skill points by grabbing that if you're like, I can't think of anything else. Erin, back to you.
Okay. All right, so a couple things. I think I added everything I get for my class already. Infiltrator gives me 1 bonus skill at each level. Is that the only skill I get each level?
Class, 1 second, Infiltrator, here we go. So it gives you an extra non-combative, non-biotic skill each level, but you also got 3 more when you hit level 2.
Oh, okay, cool. So I have 3 more skill points to spend.
So level 1, you had the ones that were forced on you by rolling, and you had a free one to spend that you liked. Okay.
Okay,
Go ahead.
so I didn't do that. Oh, I did do that for my class, right?
Okay. Yep.
Yep, I did that, and I actually did the one from second level too. So I still have the 3. I have to spread it out.
Okay, let's look at where you are right now.
Yeah.
Your electronics is 1, and your sniper rifle is 1. How did you get there? Were they free skills, or did you buy them?
So it was free skill for specialist I get, which gives me specialist sniper.
Yep.
And then infiltrator also just gives it to me.
Okay, so infiltrator
That
got
would-
you. Oh, that's right. So it automatically brought you to sniper level 1 for free, which is huge.
Yep. It didn't bring me to 1, it brought me to like 0.5, right? Because you have to spend 2 to get to 1. So I spent 1 from my class, my bonus skill.
So
level
hold on,
1.
let's go over this for a second. You're with sniper rifle specifically, you start with -2. So the way that skills work is a little different than for combat than non-combat. -2 means non-skill. For other things, -1 means non-skill. As soon as you gain 0, it's just 0.
Okay.
So -2 becomes 0 instantly. So your class instantly brought you to 0. And then because infiltrator gave you sniper says specifically gain sniper rifle as a bonus weapon skill, that brought you to 1. Does that answer your question?
Yes, it does.
Okay, go ahead.
So then I didn't spend my second level skill yet either. So I have 4 skill points to spend.
4 skill points to spend, exactly. So remember, going from a 0 to a 1 is 2 points. So that could be pistol, could be perception.
It's going to be perception.
Okay. So there's 2, and you have 2 more non-combative.
More.
Well, you already spent that, so you have 2 more, however you want to spend it, points.
Guess we'll just get rid of some of these. And it has to be non-combative, right?
Yes, ma'am.
We will do survival.
Oh, no. No, it doesn't have to be. You already spent your non-combative on perception, right? So you be whatever you want it to be.
Whatever I want it to be. Survive and
Brought that to a 0.
I don't
Okay.
really care about the other ones.
Do you have sneak?
I do not have sneak.
Might be useful when you're an infiltrator.
Yeah.
I think you want sneak.
Frank,
I was thinking that. I was like,
Yeah. Okay, so that's all set. I
Frank-
think I'm done except for health, right?
For
for
you-
sneaky foci, because I would be down for that.
Frank, for level 2, you're
Yes.
supposed to increase your attack bonus to 2.
To 2? Oh, sorry, I thought I did that.
Not nobody else though. Aaron, your attack bonus is supposed to be 1.
Oh,
Mhm.
It actually
Wait.
works for you that at level 1, it's what was your attack bonus? At level 1, it's so Aaron, for you, your attack bonus is 2, but at level 3, it stays 2. Okay. Whereas Frank's will go to a 3. All right, moving on.
So yeah, I think I got everything on my class. Is there any other like leveling things that I'm missing except for health?
Let me check right now. So you have your stats.
Do you get any bonus like foci or anything or
So you
existing?
got specialist, you got sniper, you put your basic and light armor, you know that you're proficient in those, you apply to armor, pistol, and rifles, you got your 2 extra health, well, we're going to do that in a second. You got your bonus skill level 1, that you what did you spend that extra skill point on, do you remember?
Perception, I think.
Oh, that's how you got it to a 0 in the first
Yeah,
place.
yeah.
Cool. And then we just did your attack bonus. We're going to do health points again in a second, so let's hold off on that one. And then when you went to level 2, you got 4 more skill points because of your class. And you also got... So, Aaron, if you go back to the character creation page, and you scroll down to where it says class abilities, these are like super special foci that all have minimum requirements. So let's say look at the skill assassination, just because I know you meet the requirement for it. It says requirement, sniper rifle 1, restriction, infiltrator, or soldier. Only people that can get it. Level 1 in this. Again, it works like a foci. Once per scene, you may activate this ability. When making a surprise attack skill check with a sniper rifle, reduce the amount of time it takes to set up a surprise attack by a number of rounds equal to your skill level times 2. Aaron, to set up a surprise attack takes 1 full minute, which realistically, if you're a sniper rifle with a sniper, that makes sense. That's real life. So you would reduce that to only 8 rounds, which is pretty good. And then when you hit level 3 and you make your sniper rifle skill 2, that's only 6 rounds, really good. On top of that, your attack deals 150% damage to the target. You don't roll for damage. You just do 150% damage. So that Krogan gets shot in the face and dies.
Okay.
Okay? And then that can level up, whatever, da-da-da. So there's an example. If you don't find a class specialty that you like, you can instead choose to grab a foci that you like. Okay?
Okay.
All right.
I just have to look at those. Do you want to do just health really quick first while I go over those?
Absolutely. So, Aaron, you're not going to have to roll it this way, but just a reminder. At level 1, you rolled 1d6. Then you added -1 for your con. And then you added +2 for your class. At level 2, you re-roll your level 1 health points. That's just the luck of the draw. You re-roll your level 1 health points. So you roll 2d6, and you actually add +4, 2 for each level, and -1, so total +3. 2d6 +3, roll. Not terrible. I've seen way worse, haven't I, guys?
Yeah. I've done way worse.
Yeah. So 9 health points is where you sit. You look over your saving throws for everybody. Your saves instantly start at 15, no question.
Then go down to 14 because we're level 2.
At level 2, it goes down to 14. It doesn't do that every level, though, I think. Oh, no, it does every level.
No, it does for this one, yeah.
At every level, it goes down to 14. So it goes down by 1. So they're base level 14. And then it goes down even more based off of certain stats. So, like, let's say your physical save, I believe, is your strength or con. So I'm looking at Erin's character sheet. She has a strength of +1 and a con of -1. She's going to choose strength. Now it's a 13. Her evasion save is going to be dexterity or, I think, intelligence. Yeah, it's dexterity or intelligence. So those are both +1, so she's going to reduce that to a 13. And her mental save is going to be wisdom or charisma. Well, charisma is a 0. Her wisdom is a -1. She's going to choose 0. So Erin's saves are 13, 14, 13. Erin, the way that works is when you press this cute little toggle right here, please click any of those D20s on your saves. You just roll against your... Oh, 90-20. Fucking great.
Oh.
You just roll against your number.
Okay.
Now, sometimes you see how that little toggle popped up, modifier? Actually, it probably didn't pop up for this one. That's Ollie, write that down in the notes. Modifier prompt for...
I'm writing the notes? Okay, good.
Thank you. Modifier
Tell me,
prompt for
oh.
saves.
Okay. I should be
But if you roll a
looking.
skill, Erin, feel free to roll any skill.
any skill.
Those skills are going to ask you which attribute, which would be told by me. So what skill did you press?
Command.
So try command strength because you're trying to exert dominance with physical might
Assisted?
as opposed to words.
Assisted, no?
Assisted should be changed to modifier, but no, nothing. And that's how it works, right? So you rolled using your strength. That's how skills work. All right.
Okay, cool.
Moving on. Erin, you applied specialist, you applied sniper. You're looking at class things. All right, I'm done with you for now. Back to... Does anybody have questions before I go to Rick? No? Rick, where are you?
Right. I'm kind of busy now with filling in the skills and doing all the things that I get from the background, etc. I was trying to do that while you guys were trying to talk over things, and I was trying to half listen, and it just ended up confusing, and I got afraid that, I might forget to add a thing, or I might not do it in the optimal way. So I just kind of figured I'll wait for a bit. So the point I'm at right now is I've spent 1 point of my level up on talk, but I still have some free points left as well from engineer. I still have a bonus skill point at each level, so I assume that also counts for level 1.
Hold on half a second for me, please, Rick. I just want to look at something. All right,
Sure.
So at level 1, you rolled for all of your skill points, but on top of that, you where's your class? Engineer. You got 1 free skill point that was non-combat, non-biotic. Did you spend the extra 1 skill point from engineer? At level 1, not level 2.
I think I did on... No, I spent the 1 from background on decryption, so... I don't think I think I did to put decryption up to a 1, yes.
Okay, let
See,
me
this is why
let me look at your backgrounds. No, you're fine. Let me look at your background. Which background did you take?
Adjutant.
Adjutant. Thank you. So you rolled, correct?
Yeah, I did.
And what did
I
you roll?
rolled a 6 for 1 of any stats.
Yep.
In the growth, I rolled a 1d8 with a 3 for connect.
Yep.
And then I rolled another connect, which I re-rolled into +2 mental, which went into charisma.
Okay. So any skill, not any stat, it was any skill, +2 mental and connect, which is beautiful, right? So
Yeah.
what was the skill that you chose?
That was decryption to 0.
So your administration and your decryption is instantly 0. I'm just going to kind of reset this a bit. So your administration because that was a free one for that abjurance, says in the top left, is 0.
Oh god, I completely
And
forgot.
your
Yeah.
decryption should be a 0 for now. We'll get back to that one. And then we're going to go to your actual class, engineer. This starts at armor and pistols should be at 0. So armor 0, pistols 0, and everything else should be down. So we're gonna go back to this in a second. I'm gonna drop your talk, and everything else is good. Okay. Now you got 1 free points to spend, which you said you spent on decryption. You hit level. Wait, what did you choose for your Foki at level 1? Specialist, hacker, what?
Specialist.
And what did you put it on?
I wanted to put that on talk.
Which brought that to a 0. There we are. Now we're level 2. You have 4 skill points to spend. Before you spend those skill points, one of the things I want to point out, because you probably didn't notice, is if you spend 1 skill point, you can increase your dexterity from a 13 to a 14, which is +1, or your wisdom
skill
from a 7
points.
to 8. No, just 1.
No, as in it's 3 skill points at level 2.
He has an extra one for being an engineer.
Arrow, because he's an engineer.
Yep. So you can
Cool.
spend 1 to increase your dexterity from 13 to a 14, or your wisdom from a 7 to an 8, which will eliminate a penalty or increase a modifier. Do either of those tickle you?
I mean, I was considering going for the dex +1
Mhm.
to get a little bit better at shooting and not getting hit.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I will go and up that.
Sure, there you go. Now you have 3 skill points to spend. One of them has to be on a non-combative skill. Okay. Where do you want to spend those 3 skill points?
Hmm. Would decryption count as combat technically?
Decryption does not. So you can send 2 skill points there, no problem, to make it a 1.
Yeah, I'll pull that up to a 1
Perfect.
because I wanted to get the sabotage class specialization, which is basically the same as overload, but it's available for engineers
Cool.
with decryption.
Cool. And then what was the other one you wanted to do? You have 1 more skill point to spend. So it has to be a negative to a 0.
Yeah, I'll probably go and put that on lore then, I think.
Sure.
Just general knowledge and whatnot.
Sure. That means your only weapon that you're proficient with is pistol. But that's fine. You can use any weapon, of course. It's just that's the one that you get the no penalties for. Okay? But you increase your dexterity, so pistol is actually going to be a flat, bonus or whatever for you. All right, now let's go back over to your character. We went over all those fun little bits. You can wear light armor. Yay. Your health points, did you roll the 2d6 yet?
Yeah, I rolled a 6 for HP.
Total, cool. 6 HP. Yay. All right. Your attack bonus at level 2 became a +1. Did you apply that onto your character sheet?
Yep.
Cool. All right. I think you're all caught up there. Now let's go at level 2. You got your specialist. What did you choose for your specialty? Sabotage.
What do you mean?
You just said
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
I just realized. Sabotage. All right. Sabotage is really fucking cool. I'm going to go to this for a second. I'm sorry. Character creation.
It's what I had last time.
Yeah.
I used it once.
Sabotage is once per scene you activate this ability. It deals 1d4 damage per skill level in decryption in a 6-meter radius burst to VI and AI. It also overheats enemies' weapons for a number of rounds equal to this decryption skill level. So for 1 round, no enemy's weapons work in a 6-meter burst from wherever you choose. It doesn't have to be immediately around you. You just choose like a 6-meter burst that is more than 6 meters away from you, right? Because you don't want to fuck up your own weapons.
Yeah.
All right.
I think I'm gonna go with Tinker Scott.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool, because I think you actually meet the requirements for that, don't you? I'm gonna go back for a second.
Didn't tell me. Doesn't have requirements.
Oh no, because this is a Foki, not a cool. Gain electronics. Now, what does that bring your electronics to, Aaron?
1.
Because it was at a 0.
It was at like a 0.5, I think, technically.
I mean, there's no
Yeah.
such thing as 0.5, so I'm confused.
Well, you need 2 skill points, right? To go to 1.
Oh, you would just not spend the skill points.
Oh, okay, so whatever. Yeah,
Oh,
whatever, fine.
Aaron, you might not know
The
this because this isn't intrinsic. This isn't something that you just instantly know.
Hey,
So
yep.
No. This is something it's a hard learning curve with Stars Without Number, and I learned probably 7 sessions into my game with Roll For It.
You don't have to spend skill points. You can just hoard them. That's the thing.
You can hoard them and spend them later on. Yeah. That's fine. But when you grab a Foki that gives you a bonus skill, technically the way it works is it gives you 3 skill points to spend towards a skill of your choice. So if it costs 1, 2, or 3, it's taken care of for you. But if it costs if it costs 4 points, you have to grab that Foki and spend a skill point.
Okay. Well, my electronics can't go higher than a 1, right? So it's at a 1.
Cool. But did you already spend the skill point into it earlier?
I don't think so. No.
So you don't get one back. Cool.
Cool.
And then let's Tinker. Your maintenance score is doubled, allowing you to maintain twice as many mods. Mods cost only half their usual price in credits, although Profithy and Salvage requirements remain the same. So that's funny because you already pay half the amount of money to get cybernetic upgrades to yourself as a Quarian, and now you're also getting half the money to modify people's equipment. That's pretty amazing. All right. Off of Aaron, back to you, Rick. Rick, you chose Sabotage. Are you good?
I think so.
Is everybody's mental saves correct? I see Rick's are.
Yeah.
Okay. Frank, do you feel as though your mental saves are right? And Ollie, do you feel as though they're right?
I think so.
Okay. Because Frank's 14s across the board. No, Frank, yours are wrong.
Okay.
So you're 14s across the board
Oh,
for
there
being
were
level 2.
14s.
But then you have a +3 strength, right? So your physical save drops down by 3 more to an 11.
Oh, okay. That makes more sense.
Your evasion drops down by 1 more because of your dexterity.
Okay,
to a
so
13.
they're now based on your ability scores. Okay, that makes sense.
There you go. And mental
then-
saves drop by 1 more because of your wisdom. So Frank has an 11 physical save. Fuck you, Frank. God
Plus
damn
2
it.
against radiation.
Oh, Andy, yeah. What's the bonus against radiation? Is it 2 more?
It's 2 more.
Jesus
So,
Christ, Frank.
Hey, I'm a Krogan. Nice to meet you.
God damn it. All right.
Bruh, he's a Kogan. Bruh.
We're going to take a break in a moment, but before we go... Oh, that's funny. Genophage as a weapon. Cute. Before we go...
Oh, I need to add that one.
Before we go take our break, I do want to apply armor for you guys. Now, unless you choose to wear lighter armor because you're weak as a motherfucker, which might be the case for you guys, you're probably going to be wearing your highest level armor. That's an option for you. So let's go to main page. Let's go to equipment. Let's click on armor. It's funny because there's an overspeak from the codex right now.
Oh, that's right. Armor's a skill. Armor.
Allowing the codex to go along. Give me 1
Oh,
second.
that's what you're doing? Okay, I was waiting with bated breath. I already applied my armor, of course.
1 second, guys.
Assuming.
Yeah, a question about that. Since we in the Mass Effect 2164 game, you said we were all running with a low quality armor.
Mm-hmm.
Is that still going to be the same case for us in
Yep,
the?
you're gonna
21
start with the lowest version, and then you'll be able to get upgrades later on if you want to.
Pimp
Okay.
that shit.
So the way the armor works is there's a bunch of different aspects to it. Yay. But we're going to go over the basic stuff for right now. I believe Erin is wearing light armor. Rick is wearing light armor. What are you wearing, Ollie? Medium?
Light. Nope, I can't even wear medium. I can only wear light.
Is that because of the class? Oh, that's right.
That's the
Medium
class.
medium unlocks for you later on. That's right. That makes
Nope.
sense. Yeah, it does.
Nope.
It unlocks for you at armor level 2.
Yeah, but it's not like a class special thing. I
No,
can
no,
get.
no. Yeah. But that'll never unlock for, say...
Yeah, I thought you meant like as that's a class thing. No, yeah, I can do it just any other way.
So
I'm just-
you and Rick are wearing light armor. Let's go to you guys
Yes.
first. I think Aaron can wear... I'm just double checking Aaron because it's been a bit. Character creation,
Pretty sure it's light armor.
probably because you're an infiltrator.
Everyone wears light.
Yep,
There's
light
almost
armor.
no reason
Except
to have
me.
basic aside from law.
Okay, so what does light armor give to you? This means, for one, when you're actually looking at your character sheet, you're going to see something that says armor DR. If you're wearing light armor, the armor DR is 4. This means any sort of ballistics, so not melee weapons, ballistics that break through your shields are reduced by this. It's Aaron, you remember damage reduction from earlier editions. It works like literally DR from earlier editions. You take 10 points of damage, it's reduced to 6. Okay? And that's every attack. You get shot 4 times. Each time is for 5 damage. You take the total of 3. Moving on. The next thing that you're going to mark onto your character sheet is where it says armor DT. This is a damage threshold. I'll get to it in a second, but for light armor, it's going to be a damage threshold of 40. And again, I'll get to what that is in a second. And for light armor, your shields are going to be 15. Okay? Now, shields work like a primary health bar or temporary HP that recharge. How often do shields recharge? After 2 rounds of suffering 0 damage, at the end of your 3rd round of suffering 0 damage that affects shields, your shields will start recharging at the rate of 2 points a round. So fairly slowly, but that's fine. It picks up after that. And there are abilities that buff it and whatever. What is shield threshold? Sorry, damage threshold. If your armor absorbs damage for you, the total of 12 points of damage, if you take a hit that's for greater than 12 points of damage after shields, all in one hit, or if your armor absorbs a total of 40 points of damage, it now becomes broken, has a broken condition, and if it does that a second time, it gains a destroyed condition. This is usually something that you have to worry about for the maintenance of armor over the course of long periods of time. A factor I did not put in the prior game because you guys were in the Alliance. They just took care of everything for you instantly. No questions. Now it's one of those things.
I was paying attention to that.
Now it's one of those, well, that's good. You're building a habit. Now it's one of those things that you actually will tick down off of your character sheet as you go, because if your armor breaks, you could be fucked. And we went over shields, we went over damage resistance and damage threshold. Now there's something else that comes with the armor. It's called hard points and light points. These are, because there's encumbrance in this game, we're going to go over encumbrance right after we take our quick little break. This just reduces your encumbrance by allowing you to carry extra stuff on you. We'll worry about that again when we come back. Now let's go to medium armor. This is for you, Frank.
Hi.
Medium armor, your damage threshold, your damage resistance is 6. Your shields are 20. And your damage threshold is 50.
Aha.
Fun fact, you also have tech and biotic penalty of -1. Meaning if you are using any high quality tech powers or any biotic powers whatsoever, you roll those with a -1. Because of the duratanium that's used to weave through the armor to make it protective for you, starts to apply penalties. Because there's so much.
Sorry, did you say he has 15 AC?
His AC is 18. His damage threshold is...
never mind.
Okay.
I thought you said like 15. I'm like, no, wait, that doesn't make sense. Ignore me.
So, what was I saying? So, yeah, your tech and biotic abilities, if you were to use them, high-powered ones, or any biotic ability, you take a penalty. You don't have to worry about that right now. Any other questions? Oh, what's your AC? You're probably wondering. Medium armor is 16 plus dex modifier. For you, Frank, plus 2 more because you're Krogan. Fuck you.
18.
Aaron and everybody else, your AC is 14 plus dex modifier.
Now, am I adding my dex modifier to this, or is it just flat out +2?
You add, I mean, everybody has dexterity. You have a 19 AC. I fucking hate you.
Jesus Christ.
Jesus.
It's wait until I get that heavy armor.
I gotta double check what heavy armor does, because, oh god, Krogan feels so broken, but we're gonna have to see it played out. Heavy armor give you 18 plus. It might not. It might
plus 4 because I'm a Krogan.
Yeah, plus 4, so it's a 22. Potentially plus dex is another 1. I don't know. Maybe I won't allow you to apply dexterity. For now, we will.
Yeah, I would say no dexterity because I'm a Krogan.
Okay, fine.
Like that's
because you kind of waddle. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they waddle. They're not very dexterous.
They're charging
Krogan
down
wouldn't
the front
dodge
line.
out, though.
They're not trying to dodge. Yeah.
All right.
You know, we just need to lower how overpowered Krogan are.
We're gonna take a quick break. It's been 2 hours. We're gonna take a quick break, and then when we come back, we're gonna go over equipment that you guys have, because that's the last thing. And then now that you've kind of rolled your character and seen where they are, I want you to try to describe the basic persona of this character and stuff like that, and then physical descriptions for Ollie as well. Unless Ollie, you could always take that in text form too. But all right,
Yeah.
Also,
You
also
send that
does.
to me later. Sending that to me now is beyond useless.
yeah, but I want to hear it. So
Yeah,
I
you
will
can hear
I will
it,
see
but
you
you can't learn
guys in a few minutes while we take a break. Okay.
Bye, everyone. We'll see you soon.
See you soon.
That's my Krogan
I was gonna
voice.
say that's no. No.